Hi everyone, welcome. This is Gem 314 Tarot. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. Hi everyone. Today the website that I usually use for my astrology notes was crashed today, so we're just gonna do another pick a card. I really like how the pick a cards are going, even though it's still over an hour. I'm trying to keep the videos below an hour, but when I start channeling, I get wordy, and I apologize. But stick with me, and hopefully you'll get some really good messages. So let's see. I will have an overhead shot of the cards of the piles. We've got stickers today. The first grouping is the sticker of a donut. Um, this one. Okay. Blue donut. Second grouping is a blue jellyfish. Again, I will have overhead shots so you can look at the cards and choose which one you vibe with. The third grouping we have are love fingers. Okay. Now, pick one that resonates with you the most and watch that one first. I'll have timestamps in the description, but you're welcome to watch all three because it's going to resonate with you in any kind of order, right? So, pick the one that you resonate with first, and then the second, and then the third, or just watch the whole thing all the way through, and you'll receive like a super long reading with a lot of different messages. So, um, let's go to the tarot. Remember, not all messages will resonate for every person, so leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in your timelines. Like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character you all individually play in it. And I can't tell you where on the stage you may set yourself. You have to put yourself where you resonate, okay? So let's go to group number one. I will have timestamps in the in the description. Hello, Group Donut. We're at 238. Your reading looks like it has to do with cutting something away. You've got strength, the scythe, and the tower. So this is something that you're really drawing strength. Again, drawing strength to cut something away, and then you have the tower. But I did not feel like this tower is for you. I mean, it's for you, but I don't feel like the destruction is for you. You see the two people falling from the tower. I feel like after you do this cutting away of whatever is dead, this is what the things falling from the tower are like, could be old situations, other people who are involved. This is not your destruction, okay? This feels like liberation. You have Judgment card, the letter, and the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is timing and waiting for your prosperity that's already in progress. This can be a very um, frustrating card because I know I'm quadruple Libra in tropical astrology. I'm not known for my patience. I can have patience if I can see where where it's going. Like if I know what I'm going for, it's like, yeah, I can wait for that. But not I if I'm waiting for something that is imminent or needed in a hurry, I have a hard time with the waiting. So let's explore this a little bit. You've got strength here, that's Leo energy. The sun is there. Mercury retrograde is there. So there could be like drawing within of your energy. There's a lot of ego in Leo, so it could be something that um, maybe has done a little bit of damage to the ego, not too much. I do have Moon in Leo, and we do tend to be a little dramatic about things that hurt us. When we see something in other people and we're like, yeah, you can get through it, you're gonna be fine. But then the same thing will happen to us, and it's like, oh, the world is coming to an end, and it's so dramatic. It's really dramatic. But I feel like here with strength, it's calling you to become an inspiration. This is intellect and intuition. And what does this say up here? Oh my God. I can't even read that. Knowing in quotes. This is very different energy in this deck for this card, because usually in the strength card you have a angel and a lion, and it's like taming the ego, right? But in this one it's like you're being called to be more in your sun energy and to shine benevolence and grace on others. But then here you've got the scythe from the Lenormand deck, and this is an aspect of death, which is cutting away the things that have already grown. Okay, so there was a growing season, there was a cycle where things have already come to fruition, for good or bad. I mean, it depends. We can't always expect the harvest to be fantastic. Sometimes it's just enough, sometimes it's not. But whatever the cycle that has come through, it is done now. And you are cutting away all the old wheat and reaping the reward. That's why the it's interesting. It's the Grim Reaper carries the scythe, because now you are reaping what you have sown. So this is like a harvest time after growth. This is facing change and releasing, letting go of what's dead and making a clean break. So you're being called to have strength to cut something away, let it go. It's dead, it's done. You got all out of it that you could. You put in your best and you got what you were due. Here we've got the Tower, and this says, it's a wake up call. It's saying, where are you vulnerable? So this is something about making sure that making sure that after this harvest, you maintain good handle on your resources in case in the future you will come into a time of lack. Okay, this is looking for weaknesses and where you're vulnerable. Okay, but like I said, I don't feel like this is you. My first instinct, maybe this is separate messages, so take what resonates. Okay, what I initially got from just the symbolism here is strength at cutting something away, and what you are cutting away is going to be a tower for those people. Okay, the people falling out of this tower is not you. I feel like whatever this judgment call is, because we have the judgment card next, whatever this judgment call is that you're making, whatever you're deciding on, you're like, I'm done with this. This is the end. It's over. And it may not even be like, I'm done with this. It could just be, all right, this is all I could get out of this, and now this is ending. Um, Here with the judgment is results, decisions, and like a sense of finality. In the Rider-Waite, the judgment card is led by the Archangel Gabriel. He is the annunciator. He blows the trumpet at the end of all things, and things that have died are resurrected and reviewed. Okay, so that's really interesting that this comes after the scythe and the tower. Something that is ending may in the future be drawn back up to be reviewed. Now, that is another aspect of death. Once it's dead and it's being reviewed, that's in the underworld. The underworld is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto right now, I believe, is in Aquarius. When the dead, oh, see, that's really interesting, because we have Capricorn energy and Aquarius energy just by the virtue of the scythe being a symbol of Saturn, the Grim Reaper. He cuts away what's dead, right? But where does he take it? He takes it to the underworld, to Hades. And that's Aquarius. No, Scorpio energy. I apologize. Scorpio energy because it's ruled by Pluto. I said Aquarius because Pluto is in Aquarius right now. So that's Pluto, Scorpio energy, two aspects of death. Something very um influential is coming to an end for you. I heard influential for your energy is coming to an end. And it's not like, I just, even with the tower here, I don't feel like this is a tragedy. I feel like this is just a natural progression of whatever the cycle was, okay? It may be painful, it may be not disappointing, but it's like, oh, I'm sorry this has to end. Oh, I'm sorry this is, this is all the time I get with that. It's something like that, right? So the scythe is, oh, I'm sorry, the judgment, and then you've got the letter here. This is correspondence, paperwork, a document, a record, a message, a will, communication, mail, memos, stuff like that. Notices, things like that. It's a letter. We just got a letter. Um, so yeah, this information, there's some information coming in a letter, and you're going to make a judgment on this, right? But like I said, a judgment, this may be something that had come around before, or this may just be the finality of this letter, because it is finality here on the judgment card. So this letter might be just tying up loose ends, and that really does play into um one of the other stacks, because we get a card in the third stack about tying up loose ends. So maybe listen the whole way through here. We've got the Two of Wands, and this is a card of timing. In the Rider-Waite and other decks, the Two of Wands is like a crossroads card where he's standing at a fork in the road, one wand in each hand, and he's got to decide which way to go. In this deck, however, he's standing and looking out, like traditionally, looking out into the future, okay? But it's not just hopeful, it's not just wishful. He has made a plan. And at the Two of Wands, you're at a time of pause and patience, because prosperity is in progress. Okay. So something else is being set in motion. And I feel like it's coming in. The ability to set this in motion is coming in with this letter. This is also a card of timing. Okay. So let's see. We've got strength. We've got cutting something away. We've got a tower, letting something fall, but being prepared for it. That's one of the key words they wanted me to say. You are prepared for this. That's why whoever's falling out of the tower is not you, because you were prepared for this. And I think they're saying you were prepared for it because you were working up to this point. That's what the scythe is representing. It's representing the end of a cycle that you had put work into. And now you get this information coming in, and a heads up about timing, pause, because there's new prosperity in progress. Okay. When I laid out the fairies, you got this is about grounding, independence, and maturity. This is also about passing a test. We've got two cards here saying that this is a testing a time of testing. So we've got a cute little fairy called Flap the Footer. He is the energy of being grounded, being realistic. It's like shaking off the cobwebs of un. How does they want me to say this? Unfulfilled daydreams. They're talking about unfulfilled daydreams and regrounding yourself, coming back to reality. Now sometimes, especially with the tower here, it can feel like you were just kind of kicked off of your cloud and you fell back to earth, and it's like that fucking sucked, but I don't get that too strongly. That may be for some in the collective. But like I said, I don't get the feeling that this is a horrible tragedy. I just feel like it was the ending of a cycle that you needed to be prepared for. So now this is a regrounding here. So in this time of pause, while you're waiting for this letter is coming with information about something that's in progress. Okay. Um, maybe it was something you didn't know about. Maybe it's something that's a possibility. Because if you look at it like this, you got the letter coming in, and then he's sitting there in his thoughts thinking about what is this new opportunity? Where am I going with this? You know, and it's not just contemplating where you're going, it's contemplating what's going to happen once you get there, because the new cycle is now in progress. It's very exciting. Here with Flav the Footer, it's saying feet on the ground. This is a test, okay? It's you have to be real with yourself. This is re-earthing, grounding, and it says coming back to reality, coming back down to earth. Okay, so I feel like you're cutting away something that had been false or didn't work, or like I said, something about unfulfilled daydreams, and you're kind of rebooting here. And it's like I said, there's a little disappointment, but there's some relief in the idea that all of those clouds and cobwebs and daydreams are cleared away, and you're like, now I can see things for real. I feel like it has to do with the information coming in with that letter, with this memo, this communication. It also, like I said, there could be a will, and so that I mean, there could be a feeling of inheritance here, and that changes your trajectory quite a lot. Next, you have the Journeyman, which is the full energy in the fairy deck. This is untested concept. See, but you're willing to learn. There's independence here. This is the thing. When the scythe cuts this away and the tower falls, this person is standing here by himself on his own, looking towards the future. Not only does he see the sun in the distance, but he's holding it in his hand. So he's, I heard, like, master of your new destiny. All right. And with the journeyman jumping off into a new path, this is this is travel and independence. This is freedom. I mean, this is really good energy. Like, it might be there may be a little thorn in the heart, in with letting something go in the past, but that quickly changes with this opportunity. You feel like this is new ground, because here that's saying there's a test, and you're on you're on new ground, and you have to like reacclimate yourself. And it says there's a testing, and then with the journeyman, it says untested concepts. I mean, this is a new path. This is new ideas, new opportunities, independence in travel. You're honing new skills, and you're implementing what was learned. So with we got the scythe here and judgment. So what I wanted to mention with judgment is when something has died and it goes to the underworld, it is called judgment. That's the thing. Uh, the concept of the rapture, the judgment, it's not that it's at the end of the world, end of all things, end of time. It's at the end of our time. Each individual person will go to judgment, right? The soul will be judged. And in the Egyptian mythology, when somebody dies, they weigh their heart against the feather of truth. And if it's too heavy, then you have lessons you have to relearn. You're not allowed to continue into the duat. But if it's even to or lighter, then you're allowed to go through. In the duat, in the underworld proper, just like in Hades, the soul is purged of karma. It's purged of it's purged of everything it went through, okay? But it keeps the good lessons. But it's like at school when you take your final exam. If you pass, you don't have to take that class again. If you flunk, you got to revisit it in the next grade, right? So that's kind of what that is. So here you've got freedom, and it says implementing what you learned. So this is taking good things from the last cycle, right? After you cut the scythe and you let everything from the old die, you're keeping the good. You're keeping the lessons, you're keeping the memories, you're keeping some people, you're keeping some of the conditions that you had, but you're letting what was spent die away. Then you have the green woman. I love when she falls out from the fairy deck because she has a very catch me if you can kind of energy. She's free. This is freedom. And it's so cool because it says this is a test, reground, and then you have untested concepts, brand new ideas, independence. And then we've got another feeling of independence here with the green woman. This is reward, maturity, and the ability to take risks. Now that you're free from this past cycle, you have the go ahead and the maturity and the knowledge from the past cycle to take new risks. And this is the freedom to do that for yourself. It says, sow your seeds in new ground. I love that. So then we have two from the Ancestor Oracle deck. We've got the Trader, which is exchanging energy to create abundance. So I feel like with this independence, you're going to come across the opportunity to make new connections with people. A trader is a traveler. He's a merchant. He takes things from one place to another. He makes connections with people that are profitable. He connects people to each other. There's networking here, and there's exchange of ideas and goods and opportunities. Okay, so let's read about the trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. This says make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So, if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you're being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, that's maybe that Two of Wands energy. It is a call for patience because something is in progress, and sometimes there can be impatience there. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. Okay. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. Okay? The last one we've got here is the card for winter. So this may be in the next 3 months that this all comes. 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 or 4 months by winter. Take care of your needs. Now remember when we had the tower here, it says to look for weaknesses and see the eye up in the top, the eye looking over everything. I feel like this is somebody looking inward and gaining insight into where they're vulnerable, where you're vulnerable on the inside, where are the weaknesses in the structure. Okay. So with winter, it says take care of your needs. It says do everything you need to be at your best and then move beyond your fears and limitations. It says you have an opportunity to move beyond your fears. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem like a challenging process. Now, the fairies did mention that there's a time of testing here and testing untested concepts, okay? It's going to, quote unquote, test your mettle, test your strength. I just heard Mortal Kombat. Test your might. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Can you tell I'm Gen X? I heard test your might, get grounded. This is it's testing your strength and your belief in yourself. Can you be patient with with what is coming, right? It says you have the opportunity to move beyond your fears, although you may feel in the dark. Get comfortable with being in the unknown, and trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem like a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do or to feel what you need to do to feel supported and alive. Again, uh, um, a call for figuring out what you need in order to feel supported. Now, after that tower falls, there, of course, there's going to feel like ungrounded, right? Lost your footing, and the fairies are talking about getting regrounded, and grounding is very earth energy, very root chakra energy, your survival instincts, what you need. It feels like starting over, but it doesn't feel like a disaster. It feels like freedom, independence, relying on yourself. And that may be a scary time, but you absolutely have the power to do this. These are all powerful, very empowering cards. Let's see. Uh, you may, oh gosh, uncover. Okay. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winter card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card of the reading, which this is, it can also indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. Okay, so the summary here is letting go of an old cycle is going to feel very ungrounding. You're going to have to rely on yourself. You're going to have to be very honest with yourself about your needs, about your connections. Oop, that was my chair. But it's going to be a time of great independence. You're gonna come into after this um there's a time of uncertainty, and you're going to get through it, and after that you're going to feel very empowered. And it's not even going to be like, holy crap, I got through that. It's going to be like, holy shit, I had it all the time. I had it the whole time. I did it, you know what I mean? And you're going to really come into your own empowerment. Now, the change in your energy when that happens is going to blow open the doors of opportunity. With the trader here and winter and sowing your seeds, this is definitely once you enter into a higher vibration, you're going to attract to yourself um, like-minded, helpful energies. Okay, that's what the trader is. You're gonna go somewhere. There is a feeling of maybe a travel, even if it's not travel to a distant exotic land. This could just be a change of position or a change of environment for you, a change of surroundings, regards to the people that you have surrounding you. You're going to network and gain new people that can help. You can help them, they can help you, and so many new roads are going to open up for you. Okay, but it takes time. That's why the Two of Wands is here. You got to have patience while this percolates. And with winter here, there may feel like a few months of you are being alone. That's okay. You're regrounding, you are maturing. With the green woman here, you're gaining some kind of self confidence. Look at her. She's got her tongue sticking out. It's her and her weird dog. And she's like, I'm in this for me. And catch me if you can. Okay. And this might take a couple months. That's why winter's here. So by winter, this is all going to be so much better. Okay. That was for group donuts. Now we're going to go on to group jellyfish. Hi, Group Jellyfish. We started at 2909. Um, So you've got two designator cards here from the First Light Tarot, which feels like this could be just a continuation from group one. Otherwise, you can just listen to these just on their own. But in group one, we had a very exciting time of change, independence, growth, shedding old things that the old cycle is done with, regrounding yourself, re-empowering yourself, being patient while things are coming to prosperity for you. There was a feeling of networking with new people and a time of being a little bit of a loner in order to recenter your needs. Okay, in this stack, we have a card here for who may help and a card for obstacles. So like I said, that feels like a continuation of the other group. Otherwise, let's just get into this for you. Who may help in whatever situation that you are facing. We dropped from the Lenormand deck the male rider card. Now in the other stack, we did get the card for a letter, which means incoming communication. It could be a message. It could be one of the things on there was like a will, and then there was the two of wands, which is like contemplating your new prosperity. So this male rider is coming in with communication, hot and heavy. Look at him, he's charging forward, he's coming in with a purpose, and he's coming in quick. This is news approaching, messages, information, movement, an announcement, or a visitor. And this could be a young man who is a cheerful lover or a prospective suitor. Now, that's the thing that really caught me with this, is that after the last reading, the last card was winter, which meant there was going to be a time of being alone while you reground yourself and come into a season of prosperity, right? In this stack, I feel like one of the things that you're going to get out of that trader card and networking is a really good love opportunity. Okay, not only do we have the male rider, which designates a suitor or a young love interest, or just love that feels young and new. Okay, but then in the fairies, you've got two cards that are talking about healing for love and connecting for healing, things like that. So on Who May Help, you've got the male rider and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Actually, this is Three of Pentacles from the opposite side, so this is kind of in reverse. But this is enthusiastic associates are out there. So this is an opportunity to build something new with other people. I mean, come on, look at that. Who may help a male rider, enthusiastic associate to build something new with. On obstacles. Now, we have the card for the a quote unquote lord. So this is an elevated kind of masculine energy. The deck does have a card called the man, which is like a blue collar, hardworking kind of guy, right? But this masculine energy has come up a little bit. There's a level up here. There is a higher standard of living. He's more decked out. He's more secure. This is somebody who is a leader. It could be a friend, husband, future partner. He's decisive and rational, mature, and responsible. It's also a card saying it's time to take charge, be confident and focused and powerful for yourself. But the next card here is the moon. In reverse, I believe, the moon. And this is using your intuition and instincts to see under the ego. So this coming in on obstacles, it feels like there's some kind of arrogance that's coming in with this male rider. It could be somebody that you could build with, but he's got a big ego, right? This is enthusiastic associates. Now, well, the thing with the Three of Pentacles is that this is going to be recognition for your hard work, okay? But with this guy coming in, I feel like there's ego here. This may be somebody who wants more recognition for what they give you than is due. Now, also, this could be a warning for you that you need to, because like with the moon energy, it's the opposite of the sun. The sun is the bright ego, it's the face you put forward, it's the energy that you want people to see. It's your face that you put before the world, right? How you function. But the moon is everything you keep inside. It's under the illusion of the ego. Okay, so we've got a lord here. He looks very full of himself, very confident. And then we have the moon. This is masculine energy and feminine energy on obstacles. So there may be some kind of imbalance here between empowerment and confidence and illusion and doubt. This could be trying to balance action and intuition. Or this could just straight up be somebody who comes in and tries to steal your thunder. Um, Let me think here. The moon also rules Cancer, which is very talking about cycles and everything. What did they want me to say before? There was something about coming back around to some kind of feeling. Let me think about this for 1 second. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like the obstacle here may be balancing ego with intuition. It's masculine and feminine. What can I give versus what can I get? What do I have versus what do I need? I feel like there's a instability here between maintaining control and letting go and letting cycles come and go. Now, when we get down to the fairies, this is really, really cute. I will have an overhead shot. Oh, yeah, if you want to see what the cards look like from above, since my camera doesn't point at the table, I do post overhead shots over on my Instagram. So just go over to Instagram and it's Gem314 Tarot, and you'll see for every video I post, I will post the cards on Instagram. This is so cute because the first card I dropped here with the fairies was one called The Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies. And almost invariably, whenever this card drops, she drops out with another card called Nellis the Alchemist. Now, the first time I got to deal with these two together was a situation in the collective. This was a couple years ago, where a new person came in. Okay, we do have the male rider. Somebody's coming in. And it was like the fairy who was kissed by the pixie went on a date. And now here she is, all lit up and Twitter-pated, talking about her date to her friends. See how they're all listening so intently? And what I heard from her was, he kissed me. Oh my gosh, he kissed me. And then the spark of all that potential newness was there. And when she dropped out with Nellis the Alchemist, this is like temperance energy. It's a new path, it's a realignment, irrevocable change. But I feel like Nellis was the one. Oh, I gotta cover this because she's got a tushy showing. Nellis was talking to her girl here, the fairy, and she's like, "Did you meet him? Did it work?" And she's looking over at her friend going, "I think it worked. I think he kissed me. I think it's real. I think it worked." And Nellis is like, "Good, because I had to pull some fucking strings to get that dude to come to you." And she's like, "I think it worked." And everybody, look at this little lion behind her. He's got flowers in his hair. When the fairy is happy, everyone around her is happy. And whatever this love connection that came in just made her light up. And now everybody around her is like, "Oh my God, this girl, she's all lit up." The fairy who's kissed by the pixie is divine heart surgery. It is equal give and take of love and intimacy. So, I mean, maybe this new guy coming in has a big ego, but he comes with good intentions. Now, I really want you to go to Instagram and see how this looks from overhead. Because here we got the two girls chit-chatting about their date, right? About her date. Like, was he a gentleman? And she's like, oh yeah, he was a gentleman. Oh my goodness, he kissed me. And then who do we have here? Look at this asshole. What are you talking about? You know, this guy is called the Lion. Okay? You see how that looks? Isn't that cool? Like the two girls are talking, and then you got this guy back here going, what are you talking about? What do you think? You can move on from something? This is crazy. So the feline is unkept promises and unfulfilled duties. Okay. This is loose ends and annoying details. You see how annoying he looks? He's peeking around the corner. Like, hey, you forgot about me. This says, oh gosh. The little things matter. Okay, so I feel like he's coming in saying you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself because there's something that you forgot to take care of before you can move on with this new person. Okay, so let's review and go through it. Read it like a sentence. Okay, who may help? A male writer coming in. You're going to be enthusiastic associates building something new. You've got money. The money is there. The status is there. I heard this feels very Capricorn energy. Status, reputation, good reputation. He's a friend, a father, a potential partner, decisive, rational, and mature. And then, but see, now that's on obstacles. That's why I'm saying this feels kind of weird. And then you've got the moon, which is intuition and cycles, masculine and feminine right here, right? And then you've got Nellis the Alchemist, which is a new path and a realignment. It's change, alchemy, and... oh crap. I have terrible eyes. I can't see that. And it's love. It's a connection that's supposed to heal the heart, because the fairy who's kissed by the pixies here is divine heart surgery. Okay, this is healing through a loving connection. And it's out of nowhere because this fairy looks like she was taken very much off guard. And that makes sense because that male rider's coming in hot. So, okay. They're telling me the obstacle here. Ah, they're telling me the obstacle here may be that this person coming in, who's of high reputation and good financial standing, may be coming in a little bit strong. It's maybe too much. It's more than you are used to. It's very forceful. It's not forceful like threatening forceful, but it's like he is a force. He is but it feels wonderful. Okay, the fairy here with Nellis, she feels enlivened by this. Okay, the obstacle here is that I think it's muddling up your intuition here. It's like you feel like maybe he feels too much empowered and you're still working on your empowerment. So you may feel a little overshadowed, a little overpowered, and you may feel like there is a little bit of a threat here to your feminine, intuitive side that you're trying to nurture when this big burly Capricorn of a man comes in and says, I got this, and you kind of feel like you got what, right? But then here we've got the two fairies talking about, well, I said, Nellis going, I pulled a lot of strings to get him to you, which, I don't necessarily hear this from a person, okay? This isn't somebody in your circle going, "Do you know what I had to do to get this guy to date you?" It's not like that. Nellis is the energy of now. Remember, the fairies operate in the 4D. That's a vibration above us, but below the divine. So this doesn't represent a person, okay? This represents an energy. Nellis being uh she's a form of temperance, and temperance is the mixing of things in order to get the right combination, okay? So it's like she was working in the background in the 4D, moving things around, the changing the chemical makeup of the waters of manifestation. I know it sounds kind of deep, but that 5D energy, you know how you say there's divine timing and things have to be moved in position and be patient, things like that. That's what Nellis is doing while you're getting uh, advice. Be patient. Things are moving. You don't know what's going on in the background. Um, so they would show me that, like, it's like not Jenga, but it's like placing things in position for when you get there, right? That's Nellis's energy. So she's like, I had to rearrange some things up in the divine for him to come to you. And the fairy, here she is all lit up, and she's like, yeah, I think it's good. I think it worked. He kissed me. And the thing is that the kiss is the thing that was the divine heart surgery. It's like that's what earth shattering kaboom, okay? This is talking about shaking things up. Um, Now, in the last stack, we did get the tower, and that was a definite shakeup. But this feels like a shakeup in the heart, okay? But like I said, then there's this dude back here. So there may be something from a past cycle that you need to wrap up. I don't know if this has to do with an old relationship or, some kind of condition in the past where there was unfinished business here. Okay. And he's like peeking around the corner of the girls talking about her new man. And it's like, did you forget about me back here? You still have unfinished business back here with me. So maybe that's what that Lord is, because when they fell, it kind of fell like this. Like, who may help? The male rider and the Three of Pentacles fell, and then Nellis and the Pixie fell here. Okay? So that male rider coming in, divine heart surgery, a connection for building something new with somebody else. Okay? And then we got this stack over here under obstacles. This Lord, and then the moon, which is something hidden, and then we've got this feline peeking around the corner saying, "Did you forget about me?" So maybe it feels like somebody is coming in hot to grab your attention, but there's some dude here, masculine energy, who doesn't feel like he's done with you yet. Okay? Now, in the Ancestor Wisdom deck, we've got the Elder and the Sky Father. See, more very masculine energy here. And we've got one lonely moon, which is trying to tap into your intuition. And then you and your girlfriend's talking about this new man coming in. Oh my God, I love this though. I love this energy here. The male rider with the Three of Pentacles. I'm here to build with you, baby. Let's do this. Enthusiastic associates. Hell yeah, I'm out here. Let's get together. Equal give and take of love and affection and intimacy. Man, that kiss must have been something. Because then we've got this salty bastard over here under the moon, which is underneath the ego, in the shadows, keeping himself quiet, peeking around the corner, saying, "You've got unfinished business with me." So let's go to the elder first. The elder. All right. It says, move beyond ancestral patterns. It says, move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members, past and present. Oh my, maybe that wasn't an old lover. Maybe that was a father figure. Interesting. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. Oh, new insight here. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He's the he is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys go that I'm sorry. He has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, it represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to to create your own story. Oh, this card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. So know that you get to decide what you take on. And also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks they may have created for you. That's really interesting. Let's go to Skyfather and then we'll wrap this up. It says, trust the unknown. Trust the unknown. Interesting. So this might be links to the. I mean, could this just be like a lover that your parents or family or father doesn't approve of? You know, a connection that's not approved of. Because, like I said, this Lord, this person, I always hear he lords it over you with this. He looks really smug, really confident, really egotistical in this card. And then, like with the feline, it's like this person, it's like he's peeking around the corner, like I said. Like, you have unfinished business with me. Maybe there was something here that was an agreement or a tradition that you're not able to, he doesn't want you to move on from it in order to get this other relationship. Skyfather, trust the unknown. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have the personal relationship with the Great Father and know that he is lovingly leading you forward. Okay. You are a co-creator of your life. Oh, that's interesting because in the next stack we do have a card about co-creating. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what's going on to unfold before you. Unfold? When this card appears, you're being guided to step back and get out of your own way because there is a greater power that is not only around you but within you. And Skyfather is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, like they said, if your father is passed and there were expectations put on you, they are being forgiven, okay? And it's not even that it's not even smug like that. It's not even him saying I forgive you because of your shortcomings. It's not that. It's him saying I release you from those conditions. Because once they're past, they don't give a shit about that stuff anymore, okay? And we're here on earth And we're still bound to those things because it's still in our reality. But when they move on, that's not their reality anymore. Now, I heard something once, an explanation of tradition as peer pressure from the dead, right? So there's an opportunity here to release that because there's this new love interest coming in. And maybe there's something here about guilt with this new connection. Like maybe there's something here like my father would never have approved of this. And Nellis the Alchemist is going, I don't give a fuck what your father would have approved for. This one is good for you. You're good for him. There's a collaboration here that's going to build something really good for the future. This is your life. This is your story. And whatever was in the past set by this old patriarchal bullshit has nothing to do with you anymore. All right? Ooh, that was powerful. That was really powerful. So that was group Jellyfish, and we're going to move on to group Love Fingers right now. Hi, Group 3, welcome. This is for the ones who picked the sticker of the Love Fingers. Mew, mew, Love Fingers. Now, if this is a continuation from the other stack, this is about something is really keeping you in a feeling of doubt. You're really questioning yourself. You're questioning your abilities. You're questioning the future. There's everything here. Just like in the first grouping, we got another card, it designating the tower, okay? This is a coming storm. This is upheaval, an alarm, something like that. But on top of that, you got a good card. You got the Lenormand card, the flowers, okay? This is a gift. This is happiness and grace. So this may be something that comes in that's so sweet and so good that it just destroys everything, right? Because next to that, you got the Two of Cups. This is a love that is, it's recognition, love, blessing, a connection out in the open. So in the other grouping, there was that male rider who came in, okay? A connection that was heart surgery. It healed you, and you got to connect with somebody that would be really good to build something for the future. But then there was that masculine energy that felt like it had conditions on you that you had to fulfill because there was something from the past. So there was this imbalance, okay? A beautiful new connection that had boundless possibilities, but then this dogma that you were bound to, perhaps from a father figure or just societal patriarchal rules, traditions, expectations were on you that you would move in a different direction, okay? So there was that conflict there. Here we have this, whatever this connection is so sweet and beautiful that it just it causes a tower. This is an upheaval. But in the last one, the tower felt like a disaster, right? Does this feel like a disaster though? Or is this a beautiful change? Yes, it's going to change your world, change your life, but there is good change that actually purges all the old bullshit and builds something beautiful. That's a tower, but all a tower is an unexpected change, right? And the unexpected change here is this powerful ass Two of Cups. Now, on the other card you got after the tower was a card called attraction. This is what you are drawing to yourself. Your magnet, you're attracting this. You are manifesting something for yourself. And the Lenormand card that you got was the shedding snake. This is a new cycle. This is feminine energy. This came out 2 or 3 times already this week. After the tower is the purification and growth, okay? And that's what the shedding snake is. It's growth so intense that you have to pull your own skin off, otherwise it'll choke you out, Okay, now this is a very vulnerable time for the snake. This is, like I said, feminine energy. This is in the same position in the last grouping where the moon was, and that is definitely feminine cycles. So this shedding snake is in a very vulnerable position when the snake sheds its skin. It's blind for a little while. It doesn't eat. It's expelled so much energy. Think about when the tower hits. That's a big explosion of energy, right? You're exhausted after that. You need time to rest. You need time to collect yourself, collect your thoughts, collect your oh, they just took it from me. Anyways, the card that came out with the shedding snake was the Eight of Swords. Look at your bound in your thoughts. Okay? It's interesting that this came out like this because the Eight of Swords always says to me real and imagined fears. But you're blindfolded. You don't know which ones are real and which ones are just in your own mind. Which ones are fake. What is the truth here? Swords are all mental energy, and it's always dealing with what's the truth here. And with the Eight of Swords, you're surrounded by all these ideas, doubts, fears, expectations, but you don't know what's real and what isn't. The thing is that any one of them can be real if we make them real. So if they're in the negative, we make those real if we accept them. If they're positive, we make those real if we accept them. The fairy card that dropped underneath it was the Hobjob, real and imagined fears. It's a blockage. These Eight of Swords that you're in is actually creating a blockage, a stoppage, an obstacle. And this is falling out under the same position in the last reading with the obstacle card here. Obstacles was here, and then the moon and this masculine energy. Here under the same positioning, you've got the obstacle card, blockage, real and imagined fears. The other fairy cards here is a beautiful guardian of the gate. Now look at how I can't believe how this I don't intend it to fall like this, but it does. This is crazy. This card here, Tower, the flowers, which is grace and happiness and a gift, and the Two of Cups, okay? Underneath that, the Guardian of the Gate. Passage is now granted to a level up, to a new journey. There is no going back, okay? Well, I mean, come on. Once you find a love like this Two of Cups, like that, it's, like I said, could have to do with the last spread, which was Nellis the Alchemist and the fairy who was kissed by the pixie. That kiss blew her fucking world apart. I don't know who laid that kiss on her, but it was life changing. And bam, here's the tower. That's the tower it caused. And here it comes. It's a love blessing, a gift, flowers, and a Two of Cups. That was a powerful fucking kiss. And now there's no going back. The Guardian of the Gate says, that's it. This is a new time, new day. This is a new opportunity. Journey to a significant change. This changes you. And in the last spread, we got a card talking about co-creating your future with the divine. With I think it was Skyfather card from the Angels and Ancestor Oracle deck. Co-create with source, God, which would, however you want, the divine. Let's do that. Co-create with the divine. Now here you have fairies of the future. I mean, I think I can show them. There's no titties, or well, maybe a little bit, but look, they're full and pregnant, and they're looking towards the future. This is the growth of new opportunity. Now, in the first spread, we did get the Two of Wands talking about patience while your prosperity is in progress. That's what this looks like. Your prosperity is almost here. They're ready to pop. This is co-creating your future. It's underneath this grouping with the gift and the Two of Cups. The Guardian of the Gate. There's no turning back after that kiss. This is co-creating a future. This is, a new path. Pick your path and go. So in the last spread, they were talking about restrictions from like old traditions, okay? What did I say about traditions? It's peer pressure from dead people. And there was pressure there about not accepting that offer, or maybe a different kind of expectation for you, okay? This is telling you if you hesitate, this literally says hesitate and you'll get dragged, because the future wants to drag you to it whether you want to go or not. Okay? But then here you've got Hotjob with this real and imagined fears underneath the Eight of Swords. You're blocking your own happiness here. You're blocking your own progress. This is go now, choose a path and go. I mean, it's like get on the horse and ride, because this Two of Cups is ready to. I mean, the last grouping, a male rider, was coming in hot, you know? I don't mean for this to sound like there's pressure here. Like if you don't jump on this dude, he's gonna bolt. That's not it at all. They're telling me you waited long enough. Remember, we had the Two of Wands in that first spread. Patiently waiting while your prosperity is in progress. In the second one, we had the Winter card, which is months of being alone and waiting for your strength to come back. Now we have the Shedding Snake. You went through a cycle where you had to let something go. And it's in the same position where you had the Lord and the Moon. So there's letting go of something that was restricting your growth. Okay? But there's doubt here, and it's causing you to hold yourself up. Now, the ancestor cards here, we've got, again, this Lord energy. Who is this dude? You know? In this case, though, whereas in the last spread, the Lord was coming in under an obstacle card, this Lord came in underneath the Two of Cups in the gateway. So I believe that this could be the positive male rider that was coming in to change your world. The one that kissed the pixie and blew her sky high. The Lord, take charge with authority. All right. There was also a sense in the last spread about being released from that. Like if this was from a past father figure, that Lord energy that was in the obstacle position, if that was a father figure or a authority figure that had passed on, those restrictions and expectations on you have been rescinded. You are now free from that, okay? And this Lord card is telling you to take charge with your own authority. So whereas somebody may have had authority over you, that has ended now. So shed that away and take your authority for yourself, okay? This says, don't be afraid to take charge and use your voice. Be strong. And in the other spread, we did get a card for strength. It says sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. Oh, if you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There is no there is no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind, and in a fiercely loving way. Interesting. You have the energy and might to overcome drama or energies that aren't working for your growth. And it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You're being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you that you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. Okay? And then we have a beautiful card called the Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Let's see, where are you? Sorry, Magic Guardian. This says, stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that all that you are looking for is already within you. I heard you have the power to, what did they want me to say? I heard you have the power to release yourself. Release yourself from old restrictions. Give yourself grace. Give yourself permission to be happy. You've got the flowers here, the Two of Cups, the Gateway, the Lord. You had the Fairy. You have everything here that is telling you you deserve. You are in the position to accept because you deserve great love, but something is keeping you from accepting it. Where did I leave off? Searching for an answer. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and will your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you're being guided to recognize now. Okay? Oh, geez, flying away. So, the key to getting past these real and imagined fears is to realize how empowered you really are to make these decisions for yourself, to accept the fact that you deserve this great healing love and allow yourself to grab that cup, okay? So that's what I have for this pick a card. Thanks everybody for sticking with me. We'll be back tomorrow if the website that I use for astrology is back up and running. I think we're going to get into where the moon is. Yeah, because this was just a full moon, a full super blue moon in Capricorn. So I want to look ahead to what this is manifesting for us, okay? So thank you for sticking with me. Don't forget, I hope this resonated. I hope the messages reached you for your highest good. If you're vibing with my content, please take a minute to leave a like, leave a comment, share, or subscribe. Any interaction helps the algorithm get my content seen. I am trying to do this as my career. In the description, you'll find my email. Connect with me because I'm now open for personal readings. We can do a video chat reading, probably like Facebook Messenger. I can do it by email, or I can do a video just like this and post it as a private link to the YouTube channel that only you will receive. I can also do short birth chart inquiries. My first discipline is astrology. I picked up tarot secondarily, but I am an astrologer by trade. So connect with me and I can do a birth chart inquiry. Any of those 4 services are all set at $40. Also down in the description, you'll find my Venmo and my Cash App links. That's how you can pay me. You can drop me an email and tell me what you want, which reading you want. And I appreciate any donations that if you got one good message out of there, drop me $1. If you've got, more than that, buy me a coffee, pack of cigarettes, help me keep the lights on. I am trying to do this as my career. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment, especially share and comment. I really like the feedback and I don't ever get any. I want to improve. I want to connect. So, definitely check out my links. Don't forget to go to my Instagram, Gem314Tarot, and you can get a overhead shot of what all the cards and groupings look like, and then follow along with the video. So I thank you so much for sticking with me. Until I see you again tomorrow. Okay, thanks. Bye.